I'm trying to make the big fights happen. Right now, we're trying to look. We want to make happen. We want to fight Jaime Munguia. Came up to 168. I think that would be a great fight. Two big names.
Yo, what's good, everyone? This is Ayo Boxing with Madiba, and we're here to talk about David Benavidez wanting to fight Jaime Munguia next. So recently, David Benavidez stated in an interview with Fight Hype that he wants to fight Jaime Munguia. Munguia just had his debut at 168 against Sergey Derevyanchenko in a close and dangerous but entertaining fight that he won. And it seems like Munguia plans on campaigning at super middleweight because he stated in pre-fight interviews that he wants to fight guys like David Benavidez and Canelo. And it looks like Benavidez was paying attention, but I'm surprised and confused that Benavidez is interested in fighting Munguia because news just broke that David Benavidez was going to fight David Morrell in the fall. But within that same Fight Hype interview, Benavidez claims that he's never seen nor agreed to anything regarding a Morrell fight.
I know you're on Twitter sometimes. What do you say, to the critics saying, you guys only, negotiated for a week and he's the A side and you already had a fight with Morrell lined up and, all the stuff you see.
Yeah, no, there's no fight with Morrell lined up. I just seen that yesterday that supposedly they said I agreed to the fight. I'm like, man, I bet this is my first time seeing about it. We're not fighting Morrell. Everything that's been coming out that saying that we agreed to the fight. I haven't even seen anything. I didn't agree to anything.
This interview is now causing confusion because it contradicts prior statements made by his manager, Samson Lukowicz. As stated in my previous video, Samson did an interview with YSM Sports Media and clearly stated that Benavidez had signed a contract that included a Morrell fight before the Caleb Plant fight occurred.
So can we expect that in late 2023, early 2024?
We have a signed contract.
Oh.
So it would fight, and beside that,
a signed contract that Morrell is after.
Morelli would fight Benavidez regardless.
Immediately after.
Hopefully, after, if not, he will keep busy, but he's ready to fight because he won the fight.
And Jose Benavidez Sr. would also back up that statement in a recent interview that he did with Fight Hype, but he would also contradict himself at the same time.
Is David Benavidez fighting David Morrell next, man?
You know what? Not at this point. I haven't got a contract. We did sign a contract deal before we fought Caleb Plant. In that contract, it was Caleb Plant, Charlo, David Morrell, and a possibility with Boo Boo Andrade. So I don't know who's next. We're waiting.
But then Jose Benavidez Sr. would later say in the same interview that they already have a contract signed with David Morrell. And he would also say that Morrell's trainer Ronnie Shields doesn't believe that Morrell is ready to fight David Benavidez.
In your honest view, man, because it doesn't seem like the Canelo fight will happen next. Your son does have a good amount of options awaiting him. Do you think that the David Morrell fight will happen next? There's a lot of animosity. Like you said, he talks a lot of shit. He is a really good fighter. Do you really think that it will happen next, or are you a little bit iffy about it?
You know what? I'm ready if it happens now. Hopefully it can happen now. Mm-hmm. But like I said, his team is holding him back, bro. I'm just hoping that they let him go. I think he needs more experience. They know that he needs more experience. All the fighters are going to say the same shit. I'm ready. We won't know until we make the fight happen. I got a lot of respect for him. Like I said, he's good. He's a really good fighter. He's done very well. He's getting better and better. I don't think he's at David's level right now, But we have a contract signed, let's make it happen. I don't see him fighting David. Like maybe in a fight, maybe one or two more fights. You heard Ronnie Shields, I believe, trains David Morrell.
Yeah.
He said that David Morrell is not ready. So, we're here. We're waiting, man. We're here to face whoever,
However, David Morrell is out here claiming that Benavidez doesn't want to fight him and that he's a coward. At this point, I don't know what the fuck is going on at 168. Everybody's claiming that someone is ducking them. Everyone has contradicted themselves. And no one wants to make fights that make sense. You have Canelo trying to make a fight with Jermall Charlo, even though Charlo was on Instagram Live with Demetrius Andre trying to make a fight with him. You have David Benavidez trying to fight a Golden Boy fighter, even though he already has some type of contract with Dave Morrell, a PBC fighter. At this point, I'm done talking about Canelo, Benavidez, and 168 until I see and hear some real concrete news. But I'm gonna say this one more time. Canelo should fight David Benavidez next, and Jaime Munguia should be fighting Edgar Berlanga if Berlanga gets past Jason Quigley. If that doesn't happen and I see Canelo fighting Berlanga next, or Benavidez fighting Munguia, I'm officially done with 168 and that division because that shit makes no sense. But who knows, this is boxing, anything can happen. But thank you for tuning in with Ayo Boxing with Madiba. Hit like and subscribe, and more content's coming your way.